ambivalent about New Year's resolutions because so many people create them but give up before January ends or after hitting a snag. Instead, this podcast will outline a solid 7-step roadmap for creating more wealth in 2026 that won't fizzle out easily. There isn't a perfect financial plan or budget you can create for 2026 or any year. Improving your personal finances usually comes from setting targets, making adjustments, and realizing slow progress over many years. The benefit of setting goals or resolutions is that they help you clarify what you want and consider different ways to achieve them. Even if you only reach 80% of a money goal, that's still better than 0%. Welcome back to episode 986 of Money Girl, everyone. I really appreciate you downloading the show. I'm Laura Adams, an award-winning author, on-camera spokesperson, money speaker, and founder of The Money Stack. That's my Substack newsletter. If you want more help achieving your money goals and building wealth this year, my next workshop is titled Set Your Money Strategy for 2026, How to Prioritize and Achieve Financial Goals. When you subscribe to The Money Stack, you'll automatically get an invitation to this live event. I hope to see you there. You can learn more, ask questions, and sign up for The Money Stack for free at lauradadams.com. You can also leave me a voice message with your question or comment by calling 302-364-0308. And you can find all this information in the show notes. All right, so let's go through 7 steps to help you follow a realistic roadmap for more wealth this year. Number 1 is to do a year-end review. I think before you set New Year's resolutions or financial goals, no matter what time of year it is, consider your wins and fails from the past year. For example, if you had a budget or a debt reduction plan, what challenges did you face? Did you have any unexpected income gains or losses? And what mistakes did you make that you never want to repeat again? Being honest with yourself about where you may have overspent, undersaved, or just felt financially stressed out is an excellent starting point for making positive changes in the future. All right, so after you have done a little bit of a retrospective, number 2 is to create or update your personal financial statement or PFS. I talk about the PFS often because it's just one of the best tools I know for evaluating your financial health and where you should make changes. And this is a document that I created. It's simply a spreadsheet that I've used for many years, and I've shared it with podcast listeners, and it's free for my newsletter subscribers. It simply calculates your net worth, and it will help you stay on track to meet your financial goals. You can certainly create your own money tracker on paper or a spreadsheet, but if you'd like a copy of my PFS template, like I mentioned, it's a free gift when you subscribe to my newsletter, The Money Stack, and you can do that by visiting lauradadams.com. When you download the template, what you'll see is a tab to list out your assets. These are the things that you own with significant value, like real estate, cars, jewelry, artwork, sporting goods, bank accounts, taxable investments, and retirement accounts. You want to do your best to assign accurate market values to your assets. And I typically lump lower priced or depreciated items like household furnishings together. However, you want to be as precise as possible for expensive items, like real estate and the values of your investing accounts. In my PFS, you'll also find a tab for your liabilities, or you can just list these out if you're creating, your own spreadsheet. Basically, the liabilities are what you owe, like mortgages, car loans, student loans, personal loans, and credit cards. This separate tab in my PFS will automatically calculate the total of all your liabilities and subtract them from your total assets. And the resulting number, whether it's positive or negative, is your net worth. Knowing your net worth helps you set better money goals by keeping you focused on building it. If your net worth only increases by a small amount each year, it's still a positive sign that you're growing your assets, decreasing your debts, or both. Even going from a negative net worth to zero shows that you're making progress. So remember that even when your income increases, you're really not getting ahead financially if your net worth doesn't also increase. All right, the third step is to evaluate your emergency savings. And this is pretty easy to do because as you complete your PFS, part of it is entering your bank balances. So take note of your savings. Building an emergency fund should be a top goal if you don't have enough stashed away in an FDIC-insured high-yield savings account. A cash cushion is what helps you manage financial hardship. It keeps you from going into debt and certainly reduces stress. Even a small emergency fund is better than nothing, and it can be your most valuable safety net when something unexpected happens. One tip to make saving easier is to automate direct deposits into your emergency savings account. It could be a percentage of your paycheck or a flat amount each week or month. You can even ask your employer to set this up, or you can create your own recurring transfer from a checking account to a savings account. And if money is tight, consider increasing your income by starting a side business, working overtime, taking on a second job, or doing seasonal work in order to save more so you can build up that emergency fund. You want to slowly build a cash cushion, such as up to 6 months' worth of your living expenses. All right, the fourth step for building more wealth this year is to check your investing progress. Once you've got some emergency savings, make a goal to contribute 10 to 15% of your annual gross income to a tax-advantaged retirement account. Even if you can only contribute 1 or 2% of your income, just try to increase your savings rate each year. If your employer offers a workplace retirement plan like a 401k or 403b with free matching, be sure to maximize it. Otherwise, you're turning down free money. Some retirement plans automatically escalate your savings rate at the beginning of each year. For instance, if you're saving 4%, it might automatically take you up to 5%. But you can also use your online retirement account to boost your contribution manually. So I really recommend trying to be aggressive with this at the beginning of the year. You can always back off, you can always lower it or change it if you find difficulty in making those contributions later in the year. Make investing for retirement a top money resolution. It's a huge mistake to think that you can't afford it, that you'll just catch up later on, or that you'll rely on Social Security retirement benefits as your sole source of income. As I mentioned, even investing a small amount regularly is better than not investing at all. I always say investing small is better than none at all. Number 5, create a debt payoff plan. If you're struggling with debt or want to pay it off faster, I would definitely recommend you check out my book, Debt Free Blueprint: How to Get Out of Debt and Build a Financial Life You Love. It's available everywhere books are sold as paperback, ebook, and audiobook formats. It walks you through every step of the process for eliminating any debt. If you have high interest loans or credit card debt, they challenge your ability to achieve financial success. So don't accept expensive credit card debt as a way of life or allow it to rob you of the ability to save and invest. Number 6, build accountability into your goals. Consider creating your financial goals with someone like a spouse, life partner, or a close relative. You could discuss your goals over dinner, a walk, or a drive. If you don't have someone you feel comfortable talking to about money, or maybe you want professional guidance, make an appointment with a fee-only certified financial planner, or CFP. They charge for creating financial plans, not selling you products. And a great place to find a fee-only advisor is NAPFA.org. That stands for the National Association of Personal Financial Advisors. You can work with someone locally or remotely. Another way to build accountability into your financial plan is to automate it. For instance, you might set up a recurring deposit to a high-yield savings account or an individual retirement account, or IRA, so it happens without you having to think about it. And number 7, set a financial word or theme for the year. To stay focused on your financial goals, consider setting a theme or a money word that embodies your dreams. I find this really helpful. For instance, my money word for many years has been retirement, just plain and simple, retirement. It reminds me that I'm working towards accumulating a larger retirement nest egg. However, you might come up with a different word each year that shifts your mindset, that really motivates you or guides you if you're unsure about a financial decision. Some examples of money themes are financial freedom, early retirement, self-employment, or anything that supports your unique dreams. An excellent way to stay motivated to achieve money goals is to keep your word or your theme as visible as possible. You might put it on sticky notes in your wallet or create screensavers with the word that you can't avoid seeing. Ideas that routinely get your attention are most likely to change your habits. I hope you can use one or more of these 7 steps to better understand your financial health, know what you want to achieve, and create more wealth. Here's to a happy financial new year, everyone. That's all for now. I'll talk to you soon. Until then, here's to living a richer life. Money Girl is a quick and dirty tips podcast, and we've got a great team working on the show. Steve Rickyberg audio engineers the podcast. Holly Hutchins is our director of podcast. Morgan Christensen is our advertising operations specialist. Rebecca Sebastian is our marketing and publicity manager. And Nathaniel Hoops is our marketing contractor.